Hi, I'm Malavali, Assistant Professor in the Department of Computer Science and Engineering. And next is the performance requirement. In the performance requirement, we specify the performance, what are the performance needed for developing the requirements, and also specify the performance constraints for developing the project. In short, we say in the performance requirement, we also specify the risk factors. Next is the design constraints. After identifying the performance requirement, the next is the design constraints. Design constraints is nothing but the word itself. It specifies whether the requirements can be changed into useful designs and what are the problems or what are the risks that occurs in developing the designs. The limitation and the restriction of the restriction are specified to the design team so that they will change the plan into design by concentrating on morely on the particular product which have high risk. Next is the non-functional requirement. Now, in the non-functional requirement, uh, we specify not only the system, what are needed for the better performance, such as accuracy, reliability, reusability, security. Apart from the system, we specify all the attributes that are supporting these systems. Next, in the word itself, it says the preliminary schedule and budget. When the requirement are received, we roughly put the schedule and the budget. These are then documented so that it can be viewed at the last. Next is the appendix, which is nothing but the references in which all method we have referred for developing this plan, and also the abbreviations and the special ideas which have been referred. Next is the data flow diagram. The word data flow itself specifies how the data is started and moved, and it provides the useful information for the business process and for the informative systems. The key component of data flow diagrams are external entities, processor, data stores, and data flow. External entity. In these external entity are represented by square. In this, it specifies the customer system, and these are described outside the system. Process are represented by circle, rounded rectangle. These are used for specifying the activities that transform the data. Next is the data flow. These are represented by open rectangle or parallel line. These are the deposits where data rest. And also we say in general we say about these are nothing but databases, files, and so on. Data flow. This is arrow mark. This connect the external entity with the process and with the data stores. The rules for drawing a data flow diagram is whether it is process or entity or data store, we must have one in and one out data flow lines. Next rule is the data store must be connected to the process, and the next rule is the entity must be connected to a process. We cannot connect a data store to a data store, an entity to an entity. Okay. The common mistake is without in we cannot put out. Then the data stored are hooked to external entity. That means that we cannot directly put the data stored to an external entity. Next, as I said earlier, entity can to an entity is not allowed. In the level of data flow diagrams, there are three levels: level 0, level 1, level 2. Level 0, we specify the entire system. In the level 1, we break the level 0 and we provide one process and describe that sub process. In the level 2, we decompose the level 1 to detailed view of its functional areas. Here we see the level 0 DFT diagram for library management system. Here the student demand book with the library card. These details are shared with the librarian to display the books, and these informations after he checks the database, he issues the book to the student. In the level 1 DFT diagram, the student requests for the book with the library card. The requested book are searched in rack with the author name and with the title and the publication name. The searched book are then displayed to the librarian for updating in the database to issue the book to the student. In this, the student requests for the book. These books are then identified in the bookshelf with the author name, title, and the list of and then the librarian checks the list of borrowed books, whether the student is eligible for taking the book or not. If it is eligible, then it is updated in the database and the book is issued to the student. Thank you.